only unsolved homicide in the city of Oregon, but now the case is sitting without resolve, and the detective who spent more than a decade of her career working to find the killer is speaking out.
Here's I-Team reporter Christina Williams with this week's case files.
Winter 1982. On the morning of February 28th, a gruesome discovery in a cornfield. A 17-year-old girl dead in the 5100 block of Jacobs Road in Oregon. That girl was Sharon Ward.
It was shocking. The morning that Sharon's body was found, we knew that she never came home. I had seen her the day before. She was downtown catching the bus to go see her grandma.
Karen Jones was friends with Sharon. They grew up in the same neighborhood and walked to school together. She remembers that day vividly.
It's the last thing, especially as a teenager. You don't expect any of your peers, yourself, anybody. We're young. It's not how it goes.
The Lucas County coroner ruled Sharon's death a homicide. She was hit over the head and stabbed multiple times. Ward was last seen alive in North Toledo around 10:45 the night prior. She started walking home to the east side, but what happened after that remains a mystery.
What happened? What went down that she had to die? You know, I don't know.
For decades, the case was cold until Detective Sergeant Kelly Thiebert came along. She worked this case for more than 11 years during her time with the Oregon Police Department. She recently retired and lives out of state, but the case remains with her daily.
This is a case that will haunt me.
Detective Thiebert gained the Ward family's trust and started from scratch. Most of the physical evidence was long gone, but there was DNA. Oregon police worked with the state crime lab's cold case unit and Parabon, a genetic genealogy company, to zero in on a possible suspect. In 2020, police named a person of interest, a man named Dale Schuler, who went by Jack. Detectives believe he was with Ward just before her murder. He denies any involvement in the crime. Last week, we reached out to Jack and his former lawyer for comment, but did not hear back.
We thought, this is it. They've got the guy. There's so many facts they know that what they don't know is inconsequential. So we thought it was a slam dunk, but it didn't turn out that way.
In 2022, detectives presented the case to the Lucas County Prosecutor's office after feeling they had significant evidence to charge someone, but that plea was denied.
I know who did it, yeah, for sure, without a doubt in my mind.
Sergeant Thiebert blames the Lucas County Prosecutor for putting the brakes on a possible conviction by refusing to put that case before the grand jury.
This is a homicide of a child where we've spent time and money, years and years, and you can't at the very least present it to the grand jury. If at the end of the day the grand jury says no, I can sleep well at night because I know I've done everything, and the grand jury said no, there's really not enough to proceed.
The I-Team reached out to the prosecutor's office and requested an interview with Prosecutor Bates, but we're told since this is still an open investigation, the prosecutor's office will not be making a comment.
It just feels like a failure that we just couldn't see it through, and it's just because I couldn't get a prosecutor to say, yeah, I think we can make a case here.
For Sergeant Thiebert and Sharon's family and friends, knowing the killer is still out there without punishment is heartbreaking.
It's very frustrating, and you put it in a box and you try, let's not think about it, let's just put it in its box, and then something happens and you're like, it's so unfair.
At this point, the case is stalled. No detectives are currently assigned to the murder case, and the only way to move forward is new testimony or information from a witness that could help get a conviction. Now, if you have any of that information about the unsolved homicide of Sharon Ward, you can contact the Oregon Police Department. A number to the Detective Bureau is posted right there on your screen. And if you have an unsolved case that needs attention, all you have to do is email me, casefiles@13abc.com. Reporting for the I-Team, Christina Williams, 13 Action News.